This is how I earn my daily bread and try to keep from scratch cooking alive in my home, through moments which are sometimes demanding and some moments which are just pure joy. But all the time remembering that when we cook from scratch, the kitchen becomes our world. We can do whatever we want and cook for whoever we wish and be as imaginative as our heart desires. And the first job of today is making sure I have something for tomorrow, and that's sowing the seeds. I do it before work or on the weekend mornings like today, and though it might not feel worth it sometimes, especially on a rainy morning when you could be in bed, all I ever end up regretting is not planting enough. I have more to do, but as the rain gets heavier, it's time to go home. As there is not much fresh produce around this time of year, we're going to take the opportunity to fill the freezer with baking. So after a quick dry off and an outfit change, it's time to bake. Basically as much as I can with the ingredients I have. I split the cream I just brought home and separate the yellow bars of gold from the buttermilk. However, the star of the show today is the leftover buttermilk. I use it to make the most wonderful bread, brioche. To do this, I mix a little flour with some fresh eggs, which are so blue they look like something out of a fairy tale, and then add the buttermilk, and finally some butter. It can be quite sticky, so just persevere with it, you'll get there. It's one of the most wonderful doughs you'll ever come across. It looks like Rapunzel's hair, it just keeps going and going, and you can never find the end of it. I make some into a loaf, and some I make into flower-shaped bread buns, and some I make into cinnamon rolls. You spread it with a layer of cinnamon sugar, cut them into long fingers, and then twist them up into buns. It doesn't matter how you twist them, the more extravagant the better. And I like to finish them by mixing together icing sugar and water and grating it to form a special type of sugar. You then dry it out in the oven briefly and then sprinkle it over your buns. I have to admit, these did require a bit of work, so I need something a little simpler next. I have lots of leftover cherries from last season in the freezer and lots of raspberry jam in the pantry, so I wanted to make a tray bake for everyone in the family to snack on, and as far as I can without ruining the fun of baking. I like to make them as nourishing as possible, and so with the ground almonds, eggs, cherries and fresh butter, Bakewell is a classic. If you're someone who can't have butter or gluten and feel like you miss out when it comes to baking, this next one is for you. These oranges have been boiling for 2 hours, and I'm going to blend them up and mix them with ground almonds, pistachios, eggs and a small amount of sugar to make a simple cake. Now we're almost ready for the greatest part of human existence, eating fresh hot baking. Everything is ready at the same time, so it's going to be a bit of a show and tell. I also made a few other things today, which I didn't get a chance to show you, like salted chocolate tiffin, which to be honest turned out to be the best thing of the day, and a rhubarb upside down cake in a herringbone pattern, which I very annoyingly forgot to film the end of. For the things I've baked today, I put as many of the recipes as I can fit down below. The sticky orange cake was delightful. I would never want to see someone not enjoy baking because they are limited by certain foods. A lot of this baking is of course best enjoyed fresh, like these buns, so you'll have the very unfortunate task of eating them all straight away. How very unfair. But there should be still plenty of other baking to go in the freezer for a rainy day. And remember, if it gets eaten before it makes it to the freezer, then you know you've made something good.